Welcome to Carol's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making two pasta dishes. One is called Regatta Lasagna Swirls, and the other one will be a simple linguine with a bay scallop white sauce. So let's get started. This is what you'll need today. Okay, let's get started on Regatta Lasagna Swirls. The first thing we want to do is we want to mix all the cheeses, the spices, with the spinach. This is really a very simple recipe. It's excellent, and actually it came out of the American Heart Association cookbook. So again, it's low in fat, low in cholesterol, and high in complex carbohydrates, notably known as pasta. So let's get started. Here's my regatta cheese. I'm doubling this amount. This is 16 ounces of low-fat regatta cheese. Okay, now we're going to mix that with some drained spinach, cooked drained spinach. On the spinach now you can use either fresh or frozen. If you choose to use fresh spinach, cook it down for no more than 1 minute and then let it drain, rinse it, squeeze out the excess water and chop it up. Today I'm taking a shortcut, and today I'm using frozen spinach. Either one is acceptable for this dish. So you want to mix the cheese and the spinach all together. Now we're going to add a few tablespoons, 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Mix that right in. We have a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, a teaspoon of nutmeg. We have some salt and pepper to taste. I've just mixed the two together and we'll add that to it. And I've added to the recipe some chopped garlic, because what's Italian food without a little garlic? It really adds flavor. So let's just mix all this together. Then what we're going to do is we're going to dollop it on some cooked lasagna noodles, roll them up, pour some sauce over. I like to use marinara sauce because it doesn't have added fats to it, and just bake it in the oven for 20 minutes to a half hour at 3 1/4, and there's dinner with a nice salad. Okay, so this is all mixed nicely. Now we're going to get our noodles. We have our lasagna noodles, and we're going to lay these out flat on a dish. This over here. Now, one thing on the noodles, don't overcook the noodles. Cook them no more than 6 to 8 minutes, because they're going to continue cooking when you bake them in the oven. So we don't want to have a mushy product. So never cook them for as long as it says on the box. Go no more than 6 to 8 minutes. Okay. Now, all you want to do, make sure that this is well mixed. And we're going to take, a good heaping spoonful, and you roll them up like so. And if it starts to come out of the edges, just kind of pinch it back in. Now we're going to do This recipe will make at least 8 of these. I would consider 2 a serving. One could be used as an appetizer before an entree. Basically, this is a vegetarian recipe combining cheese with the grain product. And the 2 together complement each other, make a complete protein, and we have a fully nourishing meal right here. Okay, we have a nice baking dish. So we're just going to put that right in there. We're going to proceed and make all the lasagna noodles, put the sauce over, and bake it in the oven. What could be easier? Okay. I'm going to do one more, show you how to do it. You put the mixture right there. I think that's plenty. The cheese will hold the spinach together. And just start rolling. Pat it together. There we are. Okay, we'll continue to do this. Another one. I have made this a couple of times already, and it is really quite tasty. Excellent. Okay, we have our lasagna all rolled up, ready to go in the oven. Now I'm going to take some nice marinara sauce and spoon it on top. This has chunks of tomatoes and onion and pepper. You can use a homemade sauce, or you can use a good jar sauce. And make sure that in the ingredients there isn't a lot of sugar or preservatives, cornstarch. Reach for that. Just get a nice basic basil and tomato sauce. All right, we're going to finish that up, and here we are. This is beautiful. Okay. And next we're going to add just on top a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Okay. There it is. We're going to cover it with tin foil, bake it in the oven, and in half an hour we'll be eating lasagna. We go over to the oven. Thank you. All right, the regatta lasagna swirls are done, so let's take them out of the oven. Oh, don't they look beautiful? Let's go try this. We're going to serve some out right now. And what's so easy about this is that each one is its own little serving. So it's a very easy, decorative item to serve. How's that? Okay. Next, we're going to go to our other recipe, which is another easy pasta recipe, linguine with bay scallop sauce. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to make a very simple linguine with a white bay scallop sauce. Actually, this is something that I sort of invented, and it's sort of a derivation of white clam sauce. And it's very easy to make, simple, and it's very delicious. The spaghetti's been cooked, so let's get to the sauce. We'll put it on the linguine, and we'll be done. Okay, I have preheated the burner, Now, it's really important, for this recipe, use some good olive oil. Olive oil is a good oil to use, and even though it has calorie for calorie, it has as many calories as any other oil. It imparts a really nice flavor to this sauce. So we're going to put about 1/4 cup of some really good olive oil in the pan. Okay, you want to bring that up, and to that we're going to saute 1 pound of bay scallops. Make sure that you always rinse the scallops, because sometimes there might be a little piece of shell, and you want to make sure that they're nice and clean. Okay, this is starting to steam up, so I'm sure we want to saute very quickly. Okay. I'm going to turn this down, it's going a little bit hot. Okay. Now, as you can see, it really started to take off. So I just removed it from the burner for a second, lowered the heat a little bit, and now we're going to saute the scallops in the olive oil. This takes about 3 minutes. You never want to overcook fish. So just a few minutes, and when the scallops start to become opaque, then we'll build up on our sauce. Okay, we're back. The scallops have lost their glossiness. They are partially cooked now. Now we're going to start adding our spices. I'd like to put in a teaspoon of oregano, like that. I would like to also put in a teaspoon of basil. Sprinkle that all around. Let's put in a good tablespoon of parsley, like that. And of course, no good Italian recipe is good without some nice fresh chopped garlic. And I have some coarse ground pepper that I'm going to shake on there. Okay. Now we just stir that all up. As you can see, the scallops are cooking because the juices are running. You want to coat all the scallops evenly. Boy, this smells so great. Now we're going to add 1 cup of white wine sauce. Okay. As we add the white wine, of course, we're going to raise the heat because that's going to lower the temperature. And then, here's the secret. 1/2 bottle of clam juice. Clam juice is really low in calories. You can use it in any replacement for a fish stock. This is excellent. Now, that's about 1/2 bottle there, a little bit more. Okay, this sauce, we're going to bring it up on high. As you can see, this is very, very thin right now. And I also like it to be like a marinara sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of tomato paste. The tomato paste will make the sauce pink, more like a marinara, and it will also help to thicken it. And here's my tomato paste. Okay. There. Now let's say the sauce still isn't thick enough for what you want. You can always add a little bit of cornstarch mixed with water. We'll see if we need that. Now, as you swirl the tomato paste around, you can see it becomes a light pink, and that's what we want. This is just a basic offshoot of a white clam sauce, but I do like scallops a lot. Okay. It's still running quite thin. So maybe we will add a little bit of cornstarch and water to thicken it up. Teaspoon, I would say. All right, I've decided that we should add a little bit of cornstarch and water. So I've mixed a teaspoon of cornstarch and water. And there. As you can see, this is a beautiful marinara sauce, lightly pink, and this takes no more than 5 minutes to put this all together, 15 minutes to boil the macaroni, and in under a half an hour you have a really excellent dish. As a matter of fact, this appears fancier than it is, and you could make this for company, and they would think that you've spent hours preparing something. All right, this is it. We've got our spaghetti done, our sauce done. So let's just mix the two and enjoy. Isn't that beautiful? It smells so good. Okay. And now let's just mix it up. And of course, what you want to do is put a little Parmesan cheese when you serve it. And it's an excellent, excellent pasta meal. All right, that's it. Thank you, and come again to Carol's Kitchen. Hi, welcome to Carol's Kitchen. My name is Carol Skronsky, and I'd like to introduce myself and explain the new cooking show now available to you through David James Productions. I'm a registered dietitian living in the town of Cheshire and presently employed in the communities of both Hamden and Cheshire. For the past 5 years, I've worked primarily in the areas of weight management, diabetes, and cholesterol education. I've decided to take my fondness for cooking and my knowledge of nutrition and put them together and combine them in a cooking show. I'd like to enable the public to take advantage of some healthy eating. I'd like to offer some good advice and put some of the nutritional jargon aside and provide some good, sound, nutritious recipes. The recipes chosen for this program have been chosen for nutritional content and also ease of preparation and foods that are healthy for you and that are tasty and fast to cook. I hope that you will enjoy some of these recipes, find them helpful, and be able to share them with your family and your friends. Remember, I would also like your advice and comments. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy some of the recipes found on Carol's Kitchen.
If you would like a copy of some of the recipes seen on today's Carol's Kitchen, such as recipe number 0005, Regatta Lasagna Swirls, or recipe number 0006, Linguine Scallop Sauce, please write to Carol's Kitchen, care of Carol Skronsky, 35 Sorghum Mill Drive, Cheshire, Connecticut, 06410. And please remember to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. We look forward to hearing from you.